Gilbert Perreault, along with Wayne Gretzky and Marcel Dion, have the goals for Team Canada. Steve Kristoff for the United States, with the period yet to play. And let's go upstairs now. Bernie Pascal and Tom Watt.
Right, Ron, Team USA just making their way onto the ice here at the Northlands Coliseum. The scoring in the second period. Gretzky's third goal of the Canada Cup competition, assisted by Danny Gare. And then Dion scoring from Gare and Potvin at 7:16. Shots after 40 minutes, 20-18 favoring Team Canada. The other statistics, you see the penalty minutes, total penalties, and the power play attempts after 40 minutes of play. Gilbert Perreault has 1 goal and 4 assists, 5 points for Canada so far in the Canada Cup competition. Gretzky also has 5 points. Trottier and Lafleur 4 points each. And Scotty Bowman has to be very pleased with the play of his team, especially in that second period. And Tom, an interesting fact, this is their second game. They've gone 5 periods now and only allowed 1 goal.
Well, of course, Scotty Bowman's teams have been famous for that. A lot of teams that he had in Montreal and in Buffalo, they give up very few goals against, and that's the secret to winning hockey games. Cut down on those goals against.
And the third period is underway. Wayne Gretzky at center. The puck comes to Guy Lafleur, drops it into his own zone. Marcel Dion out there. Gilbert Perreault, it's a power play opportunity, as Langevin still has 1:15 left in his penalty. Now here's Denis Potvin. Potvin to Marcel Dion, got away from him. Gilbert Perreault into the corner. Perreault, number 11, right in front, tried to get the pass, but decided to hold on to it. Now Lafleur slaps it. Esposito stopped that. Langway clears it off the boards, but not out. Over to Potvin. Potvin gives it to Gretzky, fakes a shot, and it's knocked away by Ken Morrow. And Morrow gets it out to center. 42 seconds left in the power play. Here's Lafleur coming back. Hey, Lafleur over to Gilbert Perreault. A pass to Gretzky. In front, Lafleur fans on his shot. Now Perreault gets set. Number 11, the Buffalo Sabre. Perreault into the corner. There's a penalty. The puck went in the net, but there's a holding penalty coming up, and I believe it'll be to Team Canada. And referee Andy Van Helleman, I believe, spotted Marcel Dion holding in front.
Well, Marcel Dion was parked in front of the net. He was holding off a defender, trying to move that puck around the outside, where the other offensive talents, Gretzky and Guy Lafleur, trying to get the opportunity. Marcel Dion was trying to force one of the defenders in front of the net to play him man-to-man, and he's called with the interference or holding.
The time, 56 seconds.
Marcel Dion off for holding at 56 seconds. And there are 28 seconds left in the Team USA penalty to Dave Langevin. This is Richie Dunn, number 3, to Reed Larson. Now they drop it back into their own zone. Larson on the right side accepts the pass, comes out to center. Larson tried to get the pass over to Howe. That was broken up, brought back by Trottier. Christian then gives it to Mark Howe. Mark Howe scored his first professional goal against the Vancouver Blazers in the WHA. Here's Christian, rolls it in front, nobody there. Now Brian Trottier, Team USA, is back at full strength. Trottier, a long shot, and Esposito stopped that. Richie Dunn, played junior in Windsor, Ontario, leads an attack for Team USA. Mark Howe comes up over the line. Here's a chance now for Neil Broughton. Broughton in front. Larson's shot juggled and just knocked to the side as Liut had a piece of it. Now back to Larson. A drive, and that's deflected high and goes up into the Blues in the end zone behind Mike Liut.
It was interesting how Butch Goring was right out on Reed Larson. Reed Larson has got one of the best point shots in the National Hockey League. He could really zip them, and Goring, being aware of that, was out very high playing that point man and was able to get a stick and tip that shot from the point up and into the crowd.
So now Kristoff comes out on the left side. Broughton and Dean Telefus on the power play. O'Connell backhanded. Denny Potvin behind the net. Slaps it off the boards to Bob Gainey. His first attempt failed to get it out, but now he carries it. Here comes Bob Gainey. Watched by Broughton. Gets away from him. A shot. And that whistle just wide of goaltender Tony Esposito. Now Neil Broughton back for Team USA. Up with Kristoff. Shoots it into the Team Canada zone. Barry Beck in after it. Got it away from Telefus. Goring tries to get it out. stop, but Gainey carries on. Gainey gets it out to center. Dragged there by Potvin. Denny Potvin bumped by Langway, and they hold it against the boards right in front of the Team USA bench. The score is Canada 3, Team USA 1. Canada Cup 81 will continue in a moment.
You know what? I got a reason to switch to Bank of Montreal. I had a regular savings account, but I usually make my deposits somewhere in the middle of the month, so I couldn't earn interest on that money until the start of the next month. And then it was paid only twice a year. So I'm switching to a Bank of Montreal daily interest savings account. Earns me interest the day I make a deposit and every day after, and pays it to me every month. That's 12 times a year. You do have a reason to switch to Bank of Montreal's daily interest savings account.
And back at the Northlands Coliseum, live action here in the third period. Canada leading 3-1. Here comes Mark Johnson, stopped at center. Reed Larson brings it up over the line. Coming in with Eves. Eves shot, and Liut juggles it and falls on the loose puck.
Mike Liut seemed a little handcuffed on that quick shot by Eves. I think he was looking for the earlier shot from Larson, who just dropped that puck, and then Eves shot quickly, but Liut stood his ground. Had a little bit of a problem making sure that he held it for the faceoff.
Mike Liut of the St. Louis Blues playing his second straight game in the Canada Cup Series with a shutout 9-0 over Finland in the opening game, and they lead this one 3-1. Craig Hartsburg knocks the puck loose. O'Connell got a weak shot. Now here comes Mike Bossy. Bossy up for Team Canada. Drive. That bounced off Langevin. Here's a chance in front. Trottier. And he's robbed by Esposito. Back come Team USA. Up over the line. Number 15, McClanahan, had it knocked off his stick. Gillies. And Larson is back quickly to cover up. Larson fed a pass up to number 27, Miller. Now Robbie Fatorik will try. A delayed penalty coming up to Team Canada. Esposito heads to the bench. Puck is cleared in by McClanahan. Touched by Liut. And a penalty coming up. A holding call to Brian Trottier. A holding call to Trottier. As you could hear the call from referee Andy Van Helleman. So trailing by 2 goals, we get an opportunity to look at the power play of Bob Johnson's Team USA.
Team Canada penalty to number 20, Brian Trottier.
Brian Trottier in the penalty box, one of numerous Calder Cup winners on Team Canada. Of course, he won the Rookie of the Year. Gilbert Perreault did. Defenseman Raymond Bourque was a Calder winner. Mike Bossy was. Dennis Potvin. In fact, most of them have won one type of trophy or another. There's a shot. They score. Telefus. Dean Telefus, a power play goal for Team USA.
Barry Beck wasn't quite able to get the puck out when he had his first opportunity, and then just sliding to Telefus at the side of the net, shooting it quickly under Mike Liut, but the puck just came loose. Barry Beck had it for a while, couldn't get it out. There's the quick shot, beating Mike Liut for a power play goal. Team US back in the hockey game.
Boy, does that change the complexion of this game. Dean Telefus scores.
19, Dean Telefus. The assist to number 7.
Neil Trotton gets 1 assist. Time 4:04. Now back comes Team Canada. Here's Gillies in front. He couldn't get a shot. And the puck is cleared by Telefus up the middle. Brought out by Steve Kristoff. A long shot. And that just whistled wide by inches. Denny Potvin behind the net. Passes on the left side. Gillies failed to trap that. It's cleared in. And it's an offside call against Team USA. Telefus from Broughton, a power play goal at 4:04.
Well, really, the first power play goal for both teams in the hockey game with 9 attempts, so the penalty killing has been excellent. Both of the power plays being a little off.
So the score, 3-2 for Canada. Canada Cup 81 will continue in a moment.
Buying a lottery ticket?
Uh-huh.
How about a Super Lotto?
You mean this one?
Super Lotto's the only lottery that can make you a millionaire now. With 3 big chances at a tax-free million.
What's going on?
A new scratch and win that can make you $10,000 richer instantly.
How'd you do that?
And a Super Sunday draw at the end of each month.
Hey, buddy.
Yeah?
I'm sold.
Good.
Can you teach me how to do that?
The only lottery that can make you a millionaire now.
We've had a total of 5 goals so far in the game. Perreault, Gretzky, and Dion have scored for Canada. Telefus and Christoph have scored for Team USA. 15 minutes and 22 seconds left in period number 3. Now here's Perreault into the corner, in his own zone. Check. Puck comes loose, a shot that just goes wide and comes out to the blue line. O'Connell's drive, he scores on the deflection, and it's all tied up. O'Connell takes a shot deflected past Mike Liut, and O'Connell ties it for Team USA.
Well, Johnson had the early opportunity and just blasted it wide of the net, and the puck came all the way back to the point. O'Connell let it go. Johnson just tipping it as it was going to the net. There's the first opportunity for Johnson. Just a great opportunity earlier. Now he moves to the net, as he should. The puck coming through, changing direction. Mark Johnson in front of the net, ties it up for the United States.
Now here's another chance. The puck comes in front. Team USA has it again, and it's cleared outside the blue line. And that certainly has brought spark to Team USA. It's a 3-3 tie. Team USA with 2 quick goals. Telefus. And that last goal, a shot by O'Connell. And they've given the goal to Mark Johnson, saying deflected in front off Johnson. Now another chance, Broughton, and Mike Liut smothers that. So a goal at 4:04, then at 4:53 has tied it up. Face-off again in the Team Canada zone. 14:28 left to play in the 3rd period. Both teams at full strength. This is Craig Hartsburg. Hartsburg, a pass up the middle, off the stick of Middleton, goes right down into the Team USA zone. Rod Langway, number 23. Now the puck goes over to Steve Christoph, who has scored one of the goals. Dion takes it from him, in behind the net. Now it comes to Raymond Bourque. He backhands it. Gere had it knock off his stick. And Team USA gets possession once again. Telefus after the puck. Here's Dean Telefus, but he pulled it in, and the puck was behind him, offside at the Team Canada line. The score, a 3-3 tie. Canada Cup 81 will continue in a moment.
Harvey loves lettuce and carrots. That's because he's a vegetarian, but not Spencer. He's a natural meat eater. That's why he gets Dr. Ballard's. Look at that. Big chunks of meat. One look, and you know he'll love it. Dr. Ballard's has real meat and gravy. It's real food. The Canadian Veterinary Medical Association certifies that Dr. Ballard's meets its nutritional standards.
And back to the live action here in Edmonton, a 3-3 tie. Team Canada has the puck. Now Christian brings it out for Team USA to Tom Gorence, a shot. And Mike Liut stops that. Hartsburg covering Tom Gorence. Christian into the corner, steals it. Back, here's Richie Dunn's shot, and a pad save off Mike Liut. Another drive, and Gorence let that go wide. Team USA putting on the drive now. Here's Middleton, back for Canada. Middleton in all alone. And he's knocked off stride, and the puck is loose in the corner. Ron Duguay skates in quickly after it. Richie Dunn chased by Middleton. They collide in the corner, the puck underneath. Now it's kicked to Butch Goring. Goring in front, a shot. Oh, and that's blocked and cleared out to center. A 3-3 tie. Barry Beck, number 3, winding up for Canada. Beck loses it to Mark Johnson. Here's a chance for Miller, right in, and Goring pulls him down, and there'll be a penalty coming up, a hooking call to Butch Goring as he hauled down Bob Miller.
One of the key moves for a defenseman, the last man, is never to handle that puck. And Barry Beck tried to handle the puck when he's the last man. Butch Goring was forced to chase Robbie Miller from behind, catching him, pulling him down, draws the penalty. But the last man never should be handling that puck. As he overskated Barry Beck, the United States just broke in, and Goring was forced to take the penalty.
The penalty to number 91, Butch Goring, 2 minutes for hooking. The time, 7 minutes, 28 seconds.
So plenty of time remaining in this game, 12:32. Tony Esposito calling for a new goal stick. He gets that. And Team USA on the power play. Mike Eves, number 18, will take the face-off against Ron Duguay. Linesman John D'Amico gets them into position. Now the puck is dropped. Team Canada up with it. Rolls in front, Bob Gainey, number 23. Here comes Gainey for Canada, shooting the puck in. Duguay going into the corner with Richie Dunn. Dunn collides with Duguay. The puck comes back to O'Connell. O'Connell, number 20. On defense. Oh, and he almost coughed up the puck there to Gainey. Here's Mark Johnson coming in. A shot deflected high and out of play.
Well, not only does the penalty to Goring put a little pressure on Team Canada, Mark Johnson tying up the hockey game as we see there. Not only does it put a little pressure on them, but Butch Goring, being one of the better penalty killers the Team Canada has, is in the box.
That 80 U.S. Olympic gold medal team, Mark Johnson was the leading scorer on that team. Mark played at the University of Wisconsin, now, of course, with the NHL Pittsburgh Penguins. 1:35 remaining in the penalty to Goring. There's a bouncing puck right to Mike Liut, taking no chances at all, and he holds on with Eves right at the doorstep. Bob Miller, number 14, on the right side. Johnson and Eves, the power play forward line for Team USA. Trottier. Barry Beck, Gainey, and Potvin out there for Team Canada. The puck goes right to Tony Esposito. Richie Dunn just backhands it into the corner. Gainey in quickly to forecheck. And Mike Eves swinging into his own zone. Here's Eves trying to get by Gainey. Failed there. The pass comes to Johnson. Johnson up to Eves. Eves coming in for Team USA. Rolled it in front. Beck just slapped it away. Now Bob Gainey for Team Canada. Here's Gainey bringing it into the Team USA line. A shot. And Esposito forced to make the save. 55 seconds left in the penalty. A 3-3 tie here in Edmonton. Broughton checked by Gainey. And Canada changing their penalty killers quickly. Middleton's out there now. Langway shoots it in. 39 seconds left in the penalty as Liut again smothers the puck right in front of his net. 11:10 left to play in this third period. That last goal scored by Johnson from O'Connell and Eves at 4:53, a deflection by Mark Johnson. Team USA with 2 goals here in period number 3. Talafas getting the other. Didn't drop the puck fairly, so they'll do it again as a pair of 19s, Robinson and Talafas, were into the face-off circle before the puck was dropped. Larson almost committed himself there, but Middleton has it. Oh, and he's hammered at center by Rod Langway. Over the line comes Larson. Larson in with Neil Broughton. Ryan Engblom slaps it off the boards, and it goes up over the glass and out of play. Quite a hit at center. Langway on Middleton. Former junior with Oshawa, Rick Middleton.
There's the hit, the first one getting squashed between 2 Team USA players. Rick Middleton killing off the penalty quite effectively, pushing that puck outside the blue line from the faceoff.
Well, Rod Langway was an outside linebacker at the University of New Hampshire. He went there on a football scholarship, and that definitely was a football tackle. Langway up to Dean Talafas. Talafas is stopped. Here's Duguay. Duguay in Team USA zone. A weak shot handled by Esposito. And Goring steps on the ice. The 2 teams are back at full strength. A 3-3 tie. A race for the puck. Robinson gets to it. Icing will be called on Team USA. Canada successfully killing off that penalty to Goring. It's a 3-3 tie, and Canada Cup 81 will continue in a moment.
Cutting out for some good times. Really glad I'm here. Me and the boys and our 50.
Smooth, easy drinking 50. What a beer to share.
Me and the boys and our beer.
A thunderous ovation here in Edmonton for Team Canada. They're still clapping. A 3-3 tie. Bork, a shot. Esposito makes the save, and a penalty coming up. A cross-checking call to Team USA.
Mike O'Connell in front of the net, cross-check to the ice. Gilbert Perreault, as that puck went back to the point for the shot from Ray Bourque. He was trying to move him out from in front of the net. Bourque with the puck at the point, just comes through. Mike O'Connell knocking Gilbert Perreault down. If he hadn't knocked him down, that rebound, you see Tony Esposito right out of the net. If that rebound had come out and he hadn't have made that play, that puck might have been behind the goaltender.
Mike O'Connell. His dad played quarterback for the Cleveland Browns. That's the furthest thing from his mind right now, though, as he watches his team try to kill off this penalty and watch the Team Canada power play in action. Now the puck comes back to Potvin, a drive, and that goes wide. Mike Bossy, number 22 in the corner. Gretzky moves behind the net. Lafleur to Potvin. Potvin back to Guy Lafleur. His drive, and Esposito stopped that. The rebound went wide of the net, and it's knocked out to center by Robbie Fatorik. 1:30 left in the penalty to O'Connell. Bossy lost control of it, and it's called on the offside at the Team Canada line. Or Team USA, pardon me, with 9:48 left to play in the third period.
Well, this is the time that Team Canada has to put it on, and the crowd is excited, giving them a big hand here, trying to urge them on. At this point in the hockey game, having the power play, score tied 3-all, almost even in shots, a real close hockey game. Here's where they have to come through with that power play goal.
Now the puck comes back to Denny Potvin, slaps it off the board. Gilbert Perreault up with Wayne Gretzky. Gretzky at the blue line, stopped, passed it right to the U.S. player. Here's a break for Team USA. Mike Eaves coming in, a drive, and that goes wide. Potvin goes after the puck. Knocked against the boards. Here comes Gretzky. In with Gilbert Perreault, and that's broken up by Rod Langway and cleared down the ice.
Pretty covered, Jay.
1 minute left in the penalty to O'Connell of Team USA. It's a 3-3 tie. Here comes Lafleur, up for Team Canada, over to Gretzky, in front, Middleton gets set, and he passed to Gretzky. Gretzky right in front, a shot, they score! Mike Bossy has given Canada a 4-3 lead.
First power play goal of the night for Team Canada. Again, Gretzky behind the net, just threading the needle. Rick Middleton holding on to that puck, giving it to Gretzky. His position, throws it in front of the net, and Mike Bossy, what you can do so well, being in position in front of the net, puts the puck right up. Gretzky is the only man behind that net who seems to cause everybody problems by not really skating that hard. But as Tony Esposito goes down, Mike Bossy putting that puck right up over top. Threading the needle with the pass, threading the needle with the shot, over top of Tony O.
Mike Bossy.
Here's the announcement.
To number 99, Wayne Gretzky. And number 17, Rick Middleton.
Time of the goal, 10:55, as Canada moves in front by a score of 4-3. 8:52 left to play here in the third period. And a power play goal for Team Canada. Now there'll be a lot of excitement in the finish of this game, no question about that. Here's the puck in the Canadian zone. Doran tried to knock it loose. It's brought out by Craig Hartsburg. Here's Hartsburg, number 4, up over the Team USA line, in with Gillies. A bouncing puck is knocked away, and Mark Howe brings it out to the blue line. Mark Howe is stopped. Richie Dunn carrying on. Howe coming in, and he was stopped there by Raymond Bourque. Back comes Canada. This is Brian Trottier. Trottier over the line, trying to feed it in the middle. Got his own pass. Oh, scores! Esposito made the initial save. The light goes on. Esposito's really upset.
Well, there's no question the puck was in the net. Brian Trottier goes right to the net. He comes right in, and he keeps going to the net, driving to the net, and the puck just slides underneath Tony O as he goes to the net. We're going to get another look, threading the puck through Trottier, coming through late, going right to the net, and continuing there with the shot. The puck just slides in underneath Tony Esposito's skate and pad. Team Canada going ahead 5-3.
I didn't know where it was.
Well, you can hear Andy Van Helleman. He says, I didn't know where it was. Well, if that's the case, he should have blown the whistle.
Well, the puck was in the net. The light went on. There was no question about it. Trottier goes, there you see him putting the puck over, and it just slides. You can see the puck just going over the line and in behind Tony Esposito when he went to the net.
So the goal counts. Trottier, and it's 5-3 for Team Canada.
Scored by number...
Now the puck taken by Robinson up to Bob Gainey. Gainey for Canada to Brian Engblom. Here's Engblom in over the USA line, and it knocked off his stick just before he could get a shot. Now the puck stopped there by Ron Duguay, and he whistles it wide. 7:45 left to play in the third period. Canada leads 5-3. Here comes Gainey. He clears it in for Goring. Butch Goring, number 91, right in front. Esposito got a piece of that, and it deflected to the other side. Duguay a drive, and that's blocked. And Mike Eaves brings it back out for Team USA. Shoots it off the glass, touches the Ute. Icing is waved off. Now Goring up to Ron Duguay. Duguay from the New York Rangers has it at center. Now he scoops the puck into the Team USA corner. Team Canada getting a great round of applause here at the Northlands Coliseum. Team USA back on the attack. Broughton just failed to get that pass over to Kristoff. Now it's cleared, knocked down by Barry Beck, and it's called on an offside at the Team Canada blue line. The score, Canada 5, Team USA 3. Canada Cup 81 will continue in a moment.
Second by second, hour by hour, day by day, when you save at the Continental Bank, time is on your side. Because whatever type of savings account you choose, you'll earn interest on all your money every day. And no other bank can say that. Continental Bank of Canada. Bankers in action.
Welcome back to our CTV coverage of Canada Cup 81. I'm Bernie Pascal along with Tom Watt, Ron Rouge, and Eddie Westfall at the Northlands Coliseum in Edmonton. And Canada, with 2 quick goals, now leads Team USA 5-3. Hotman in his own zone, cleared it around the board. Gilbert Perreault ahead to Gretzky. Gretzky with Lafleur on the right. Tries to get the pass in. Morrow knocked it down. Good defensive play by Kenny Morrow. Now the pass in front to Lafleur from Gretzky, a backhander. Gretzky scores! Wayne Gretzky all alone in front, and it's 6-3.
He's unbelievable behind that net. He created the play to begin with out in front, comes around to get the goal. Tries to slide the first pass through. It doesn't get through. Continuing the forechecking, the puck goes behind the net. There he is, threading the needle to Lafleur. Lafleur just turns. Gretzky coming from behind the net, turns around and puts it underneath Tony Esposito. Slides the first one through from behind the net and then goes to the net. Very important to go to the net after you make that pass. Wayne Gretzky sliding, but the plays he can make from behind the net are incredible.
Rod Langway trying to get back to cover Gretzky, but he had trouble as witness on that highlight. 6-3, and you'll hear the applause on this goal. Lafleur and Perreault get the assist at 13:25. Here's Dion, back to Lafleur. Coming in, and that's broken up by Richie Dunn. Now Mark Howe, number 5, up for Team USA. He just fires it into the Team Canada zone. Marcel Dion, number 16. Watched by Tom Gorance. The puck cleared in by Larson, who was checked by Raymond Bourque. 5:54 remaining in the third period. And coming up on Saturday, Sweden will play Finland. That game at the Winnipeg Arena, 2 o'clock Winnipeg time. And then in Edmonton, the Soviet Union against Team USA. And Saturday night, it'll be Canada against Czechoslovakia. And that game in Winnipeg will also be televised on the full CTV network. 3 big games coming up on Saturday in Canada Cup 81. Earlier today, Czechoslovakia beats Finland 7-1. The Soviets over Sweden 6-3. There's a shot, that's blocked. A pass in front. Gare is knocked off stride before he could get a shot. And the fans upset about that. Middleton in his own zone for Team Canada, held against the boards. And the puck is underneath them, and we get a whistle. Fans figuring there should have been a penalty on Team USA as Gare was dumped in front.
Well, now Team Canada with a 3-goal lead, 5:18 remaining in the hockey game. They're going to try to slow the play down a bit. They don't want to go end-to-end any longer. Just make sure that there's no more goals against. 3-goal lead, 5 minutes to go in the game. Let's play it safe, slow the play down, keep the puck in the opposition end.
Ryan Trottier, number 20. Now the puck comes back to Larry Robinson. Robinson from Winchester, Ontario, ahead to Trottier, the native of Val-Marie, Saskatchewan. Ryan Engblom, he's stopped there by Neil Broughton, lost sight of the puck. Now it's cleared out. Trottier had trouble with it. Canada leading 6-3. Morrow got it over to Langway, knocked away from him. Here's Clark Gillies coming back. Stopped by Morrow at the blue line. Now the puck rolls to Gillies. Gillies trying to get it in front to Bossy. They score! Canada, Ryan Trottier, Clark Gillies, and Mike Bossy. The New York Islander line clicks again.
The puck came up very high at the blue line. The defenders from the U.S. didn't seem to know where it was. Clark Gillies making the play, sliding the puck to Bossy for the original shot. Trottier just coming off the side, slipping it under Tony Esposito. That great line of the Islanders coming through here late in the third period.
Canada goal scored by number 20, Brian Trottier.
Oh, Canada's 7th goal. Brian Trottier, Clark Gillies, and Mike Bossy get the assists on the goal.
15 minutes, 15 seconds.
15-15, the time of the 10th goal in this game. Now the puck cleared up over the boards into the penalty box. We have 4:20 left to play in the third period. And they face off almost right at center ice. Linesman Ray Scampanello drops the puck. It comes to Barry Beck. He fires it in. Around the boards it goes to Rob McClanahan. McClanahan got it up to his own blue line. Robbie Fatorik passed it ahead to Warren Miller. Up over the line. Taken there by McClanahan. He spun around, couldn't get a shot. Liut comes out of the net, bumps there with Robbie Fatorik. Potvin gives it to Duguay, who's knocked against the boards. 3:51 left to play in the third period. Delayed offside. It's touched by Robbie Fatorik. And the delayed offside called. Face-off will be at the Team Canada blue line. Ron Duguay, number 29 from Sudbury, where he played junior. And he's 4 years now with the New York Rangers. He's really captured the New York Madison Square Garden crowd in recent years. Puck is kept in by Langevin. There's a shot deflected up over the glass and out of play. 3:40 left, and it's 7-3 for Canada. Canada Cup 81 will continue in a moment.
If you're torn between a sports car and a truck, have we got a surprise for you?
Toyota's 2-seat sports machine. Bucket seats, full instrumentation, and a 5-speed overdrive transmission that delivers mileage you may not expect. What is it? The 1981 Toyota SR5 long bed.
But you can call it the sports car of trucks.
Oh, what a feeling.
Sports truck!
Toyota.
Oh, Wayne Gretzky, Gilbert Perreault, and Guy Lafleur out there now, and this trio, this line, have amassed a total of 18 points in Team Canada's first 2 games of the Canada Cup. Here's Lafleur coming up. Up over the line, Raymond Bourque, number 8, takes it in behind the net. Here's Bourque. Back to Hartsburg, his shot. Esposito stopped it. Perreault, he scores! Gilbert Perreault, as Esposito had lost his stick. 19 points in 2 games, at least.
Raymond Bourque just continued with that puck deep into the zone. Defenseman moving up after Tony Esposito loses his stick. The shot going underneath him, but it was Bourque moving up and taking the original pass from Lafleur to keep that puck inside the zone. There we see the backhand shot coming. Tony Esposito without his stick, the puck going underneath him.
Number 11, Gilbert Perreault.
Now Now back comes Team USA. Up on the right side, this is Mike Eves. Eves moving in, got a shot, but it was knocked off Craig Hartsburg's stick. Now a pass in front, that got away, and LaFleur comes back again. Up to Gretzky. Here's Gretzky up over the line, and Morrow knocked the puck away from him. Morrow lost it. Gilbert Perreault. Now it's Eves coming out. Mark Johnson, and he's knocked off stride and lost possession of the puck. Langway, a long shot, and Mike Liut stopped that. 2 minutes and 39 seconds left to play. Canada leading 8-3. Rick Middleton over the line. Here's Gretzky. Gretzky right in front, and it's stolen away from him by Bob Miller before he could get a shot. Langway for Team USA, checked by Middleton. Langway tried to get it. Gretzky has it again, up to Middleton. Gretzky goes off, replaced by Marcel Dion. Dean Telefus, who has scored one of the goals for Team USA. Neil Broughton, number 7, trying to get by Robinson, failed. The puck was behind him. Danny Gare can't get it out. Here's a chance. Langevin, a backhander, another shot. Liut stops it. Oh, and Broughton tried to send it into the open corner, and he was knocked off stride. A penalty coming up to Team Canada. Now a bit of a mix-up there. Robinson, Dean Telefus, and Danny Gare involved. I believe Telefus and Gare exchanging words.
Danny Gare couldn't get the puck out, and the rebound came through. Just a great opportunity. Mike Liut going down, getting his pad on it. The puck going wide. Team Canada penalty coming down late in that little melee, but Danny Gare is upset. He's going around. He's trying to get at Dean Telefus. I couldn't see exactly what happened between the two of them, but I think Danny Gare is a little mad, too, that the puck got off the edge of his stick to get out to the middle of the ice just inside the blue line for the original opportunity from Team USA.
Well, the penalty will be to Larry Robinson, as we saw in the highlight there as he knocked Broughton to the ice, but Danny Gare a little upset. In one of his happier moments today, Danny said to me, "Be sure to say hello to my mom in Nelson, British Columbia."
2 minutes for cross-checking.
So a cross-checking penalty to Larry Robinson. Exactly 2 minutes left to play in the third period. Canada's next game will be Saturday in Winnipeg against Czechoslovakia. Team USA's next game Saturday against the Soviets in Edmonton. Now here's a shot that just goes wide. Puck cleared out to center ice. Reed Larson back after it there for Team USA. Good forechecking by Butch Goring, number 91. Broughton brings it back in, but it's called on the offside at the Team Canada blue line. Neil Broughton, the puck carrier, number 7.
Neil Broughton's played very well tonight, and Coach Johnson has used him a lot. He has played a great deal of hockey this evening. Should be a tired boy this evening, and played very well for Team USA.
He's, of course, with Minnesota North Stars. You'll recall he was brought up late in the season there and played 19 games for the North Stars in the playoffs. Ended up with 13 points with Minnesota, and he's still a candidate for Rookie of the Year next year. If he continues that kind of play, he'll be a serious candidate. He has the puck right now, but slipped and fell as he got over the line. Here comes Craig Hartsburg back for Team Canada. Hartsburg, Canada a man short. Robinson has a minute 15 left in his penalty. That's the time left in the third period and the game. Puck in the corner. Marcel Dion knocks it loose, and it's down the ice back into the Canadian zone. Exactly 1 minute left to play in the game. Now the puck taken by Engblom. Out. Langway intercepted that. Puck cleared ahead. Up over the line comes Bob Miller to Mike Eves. Eves in front and tried to get that deflection. Mark Johnson just failed to get it. Now Langway. He's checked by Marcel Dion. Johnson has the puck. Number 9 feeds it over to Miller. Stopped by Brian Engblom, and it's cleared ahead. Here comes Duguay. In on the right side, but Johnson's back quickly to check him. And Langway ran into Duguay, but Langway was the one that hit the ice. 21 seconds. And the crowd giving Team Canada a much-deserved round of applause. They've played well in this game tonight. There's Engblom. 10 seconds left in the game. Canada leading by 5 goals. Into the corner. 5 seconds. Puck comes to Robbie Fatorik. He shoots it. There's the siren, and the game is over. and Team Canada has defeated Team USA. And off the bench to congratulate goaltender Mike Liut, who handled a total of 30 shots in the game. And at the other end, Tony Esposito being consoled by his teammates as Team Canada fired 36 shots in the direction of Tony Esposito. So Canada with victories over Finland, and now Team USA undefeated heading into their next game, which will be in Winnipeg on Saturday against Czechoslovakia. And they're lining up at the blue line now. And we'll have the player of the game presentations coming up momentarily.
Planters and Labatt's are pleased to present Inuit Soapstone.
The Labatt player of the game and the Planters player of the game,
as selected by a panel of international media representatives.
So many outstanding players on the ice for both teams. Must have been a difficult choice. The players of the game just awaiting the official announcement
for these presentations.
Here at the Northlands Coliseum. Seven goals in that final period. And Canada, after the Team USA had tied the score 3-3, Canada pulling away with 5 goals.
Our first
win at
presentation,
8-3.
the Planters Award. Making the presentation tonight, Mr. Peter Mitchell, the Director of Marketing for Planters Nuts. Receiving the Planters Award from Team Canada, number 99,
player of the game, Wayne Gretzky. Need we say more?
Well, he's amazing when he's got that puck. He can do things. He can make it talk, and he made it talk at key point tonight in the third period.
Will be Mr. John Morgan, the Vice President and General Manager of Labatt's Alberta Brewery. And our winner from Team USA, Rod Langway.
I would have been very surprised if Langway wasn't the outstanding player on the ice for Team USA. He was a standout, gave everything he had, and deservedly so. He's the Labatt player of the game. Now, the fans getting to their feet, and we'll have the singing of "O Canada." Doesn't matter how many times you hear it, the old tinkle in the spine is there. Team Canada defeating Team USA, and now the traditional handshake at center ice. Many of them teammates during the regular National Hockey League season. And Tony Esposito
Team USSR.
Spent a moment there with Larry Robinson and Brian Trottier. There's Rick Middleton, Wayne Gretzky, Mike Bossy talking to teammate Langevin. And there's Richie Dunn of the Buffalo Sabres. Middleton, Bob Gainey, Larry Robinson, And that's the action on the ice. Langevin and Brian Trottier, of course, teammates with the Islanders. The final score, Canada 8 and Team USA 3. Canada Cup 81 will continue in a moment.
Want to come to the Canada Cup with me? I'm Paul Henderson, and this could be your ticket. Every weekend from now until September 11th, provincial lottery players in Ontario get a bonus chance at an all-expense-paid weekend for two at the championship final in Montreal. It's an instant prize that you can find inside your provincial ticket pouch, and there's 50 of them. I know how exciting a cup final can be, so come to the Canada Cup with me. And I'm bringing my skates, just in case.
You love Fridays!
Когда мы приезжаем в Канаду, мы любим хорошо поесть. Бифштексы, молочные коктейли, канадский бекон. А еще мы едим много орехов Planters. Мы, русские, любим их за то, что они вкусные, хрустят. И особенно за то, что они свежие. Орехи Planters мы едим их в Канаде. Но их придумали в России, не правда ли? Видишь, изобретено в России.
Sundown, feel the magic move ya. Sundown, feel it moving through ya. Hold on, just a little longer. Sundown, keeps on getting stronger. Watch my spirit ascending like one more chance to catch the light. When you're smiling, keep on smiling. Blue, smile along with you.
Well, about midway through the third period, it got a little tense as the United States came back and tied up Canada with goals by Talafas and Johnson in the first 5 minutes of the period. But then Canada unloaded with 5 in a row, and there you see the final score, 8-3. Wayne Gretzky with 2 goals and 2 assists, a total of 4 points in the game. The line had a total of 9 points. Wayne, you've really got it going. The three of you have been together, what, 2-3 weeks, and look what you're doing.
Well, you know, to get a chance to play with Team Canada, and especially Senator Lafleur and Perreault, you know, it's I'm still in a little bit of a shock, and I just kind of try to break for the holes, and I get caught up like the fans sometimes in watching those two play.
2 goals scored on you in the third period. What happened? Get a little sloppy, or was it just sort of a brief letdown?
Well, we realized the United States has a good hockey team, and 3-1, and we went into the third period with a power play, and they stopped us on the power play opportunity. We had a chance to make it 4-1 and maybe break it open, but they held us off, and then went down and scored, and all of a sudden they scored another goal. We were in a hockey game, and that's the first time we've been involved in a tight game going into midway third period, and we met the challenge.
Well, you had a good look at this team, of course, in the exhibitions. You played them back-to-back in Quebec City and Montreal. You knew what to expect, and it was the kind of game that Canada plays against the United States, hard-hitting and close.
Well, we knew it was going to be kind of an NHL-style hockey game because they have a lot of NHL players playing on the United States team, and, of course, Tony Esposito was in goal, and he's a tremendous goalie, so we knew we were in for a hockey game. If we didn't prepare ourselves the best way we could and play the best game we could, we knew we were going to lose, and we played very well, and we were lucky to come out, you know, when it was 3-3 and score a couple goals.
Wayne, I think we've all been talking about the way the defense is getting involved in the offense in this tournament. Raymond Bourque is moving up. The defense are moving up and really taking part in the other end. It's kind of new, really. It's a little different.
Well, it hasn't been tried in international hockey, I don't think, and you find a lot of minor hockey coaches and junior coaches and professional coaches, they don't want the defensemen taking those chances, but in the European style of hockey, you have to take chances and you have to move with the puck because they always got men back, and there's no sense going down 3-3, nothing will happen. So we've been bringing our defense up and creating opportunities.
Wayne, congratulations. Great hockey game. A good one to win, especially regaining some momentum and taking it in the latter half of the game.
Thank you very much.
Okay, Wayne Gretzky joining us here. He's one of the stars of the game. Rod Langway's here as well. He'll be stepping in just a moment. Should mention that the Bossy line, or the Trottier line, got 5 points, 2 goals for Bossy in the game. Gretzky and Perreault had 2 goals each. And there's the third period summary. Rod Langway's with me right now, and I guess you got it going there in the early part of the third period, and it looked like, you know, well, it was a hockey game.
Well, we played very tight, you know, in the first and second period. Then we opened up in the third. We had a tip, and Mark Johnson tipped it in, and that really gave us a lift. But those guys keep coming in waves. You know, they got some great hockey players, and you know, one of the goals, Marcel, he kicked it in. You know, it hit Tony and rolled in, and that really broke our back. But we came back, and we got a good hockey team, and we're going to surprise a lot of teams.
You surprised one already, and I guess maybe although when Canada plays the United States, it's really not a surprise when it's a good hockey game, but certainly you took it to Sweden the other night. You've got to feel good about the hockey team and a chance for getting into that final round.
Oh, we're going to get in the final rounds, no doubt about that, but it wasn't an 8-3 game. You know, the score, you know, really doesn't indicate the, you know, the style of play, but Tony played super again, and in the third period, our forwards, you know, they were going for goals, and we had them 3-3, and if we kept playing like we should have, we might have came out with a win, but they opened it up a little bit, and they caught, you know, 3-on-2 and 4-on-2, like you were saying before. The defensemen were coming into the play, and, you know, they can move the puck so quick and put a puck by Tony very easily.
It does make it a little tough when they flood the zone on you for a defenseman, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's like a, you know, power play the whole game.
All right, congratulations to you, player of the game for the United States, and good luck the rest of the way. Team's playing pretty well.
Thank you, Ron.
Okay. Rod Langway joining us right now, and we're going to move Alan Eagleson in right here. Moving him in and out, Al, and, well, I imagine they had you a little concerned.
Well, at 3-3, I could see that everybody was concerned, and I think as important a factor in the entire evening was the attitude of the crowd when it went to 3-3. The people didn't quit, and they got up and started cheering, and within 30 seconds, we had a goal, and then within another minute, we had a goal. So from a team's point of view, it depends on the crowd. I think the crowd here tonight was more like we saw in Lake Placid, and that's what we need for our home team. We're happy the way the tournament's going. It's moving along well. We've got some pretty good hockey clubs, and we've got the Soviets now beating the Swedes, and the Czechs beating Finland, and Canada beating the U.S. We're into an exciting series again.
Well, I think the Czechoslovakian story is one of the big stories in this tournament. They're surprising a lot of us.
Well, everybody saw them in their warm-up against USA, and then they seemed to surprise everyone with that tie against the USSR. The nice thing as well that happened today in the last 24 hours is the attitude of the people of Ottawa. Thank you very much. I put my faith in you, and you didn't let me down. We changed the city, which is unheard of in a tournament of this type. I knew I'd be doing the right thing because of the type of people you have there, and I appreciate it very much, and so do all our players, because we feel that the country is behind this team, and a fellow like Gretzky and others on this club are giving everything. They are looking for a little bit of support from their fans.
Well, from what I hear, you've really got it. It looks very, very good for Ottawa, like a sellout for the semifinals.
It looks like a sellout for the semifinal, and there's still some tickets left, and Howard Darwin and John Gray are doing a great job for us out there. To do that on last-minute planning is just great credit to them and to Ottawa. Thank you.
Tough job to sell at the last moment like that. Our congratulations to Ottawa and the fans out there. Alan, thank you. This is Canada Cup 81, and we'll return in just a moment.
For years, these Atlantic waters have provided the basis for Newfoundland's economy. Today, the prospect of oil holds the promise of future growth for the people. Here on the site of our existing Hotel Newfoundland, CN Hotels has broken new ground for this modern convention hotel. This project allows CN to work with local business and labor, providing vital jobs now and for the future. CN, in business for Canada.
New to CTV this fall, King's Crossing. Each week, share the joys and sorrows of the Hollister family. Experience the love and understanding that gives them the strength to overcome life's hardships. King's Crossing. You'll want to. Lloyd Robertson, a broadcaster who cares.
Talking to Canadian people every night, you didn't begin to feel that what you were doing had some importance to it, and you developed a sense of community with the Canadian public.
Harvey Kirk, Lloyd Robertson, complete, accurate, up-to-the-minute Canadian news stories. World leaders and events brought into focus. A tradition of integrity and concise reporting is why Canadians trust and look first to the CTV National News.
Well, that tells the whole story as you look at the standings. Canada undefeated through the second round now, a total of 4 points with the 2-0 record. Czechoslovakia with the win today and the tie against the Soviet Union with 3 points, along with the Soviet Union, both winners today. United States with a win and a loss now, they have 2 points, and Sweden and Finland bringing up the rear right now, yet to win a game in the tournament. Got Eddie Westfall with us now. Eddie, We talked at the end of the second period about what was going on. You said it was going to continue, and suddenly big letdown by the looks of it, or the United States, as they are in the habit of doing against Canada, kind of took it to Canada a bit.
Ron, you're right, and that's what makes hockey such a great sport. It can never be that predictable. Big turnaround, no question. I'm sure that the USA team in the dressing room at the end of the second period were pumping each other up. Canada, to come out, took things a little bit light. Consequently, right at the beginning, Brian Trottier had an excellent opportunity. Great save by Tony Esposito. Trottier takes a penalty. USA takes advantage of it. And, of course, they scored a power play goal. From there, it was all downhill for Canada. They could not get organized, and I'm sure the other teams looking in watched what happened to Canada when they did let down a little bit. They put a lot of pressure on, USA did. And the next thing you know, it was tied at 3.
Canada got penalties, and I think that was a sign of the letdown a little bit. You get yourself in a little bit of trouble because you're not concentrating, and suddenly you take the penalties, and...
Some penalties are good, some penalties are bad. The one Brian Trottier took was a bad penalty, and it turned out to be very costly. And that, as I said, was where it all started. And here's the highlight of the beginning of it all. That's a shot. That's a goal there. That was the goal that was scored, the first goal by Talafas from Broughton.
Good deflection on Johnson.
Right, and then of course Johnson, who really began the play. He had a good play. He had a good shot. Then he deflected the next opportunity he got, and it was in. That tied it at 3 apiece. Good deflection. You can see him roaming in front. He should not be there. Good stick handling. Good footwork by Rick Middleton. This is when Canada gets back in the game, and that shot by Bossy, top of the net. Look where Tony Esposito is. We talked about him going down. He goes down to cover the low ice. Bossy knows how to beat him. He's beat him several times before. He goes high. Trottier, yeah, Trottier now makes it 5-3, and of course just the floodgates are opening. That's Trottier bullying his way in. The puck is actually across the line. We get another look at it here. You can see it in the right-hand corner of your screen. It's actually across the goal line. The goal judge sees it. The light goes on. Slight protest from the USA team. Look at Lafleur hang on the puck long enough to get Gretzky in position. Rod Langway can't do much about it. Gretzky's got such good hands. He just slides it underneath the sprawling Tony Esposito.
Well, and then it was Bossy and Perreault and 5 straight goals. I'll tell you something about hockey, though. When a team lets down, generally they don't get it back. You tend to fall further backwards as teams come on. Team Canada got it back.
They did, Ron, but they were fortunate because, as they call it now, they were on a roll, the USA team was, but Team Canada does have that kind of power. They showed it. They got back quickly, and, of course, it was all over quickly.
We look forward to the Czechoslovakia game coming up. That'll be a dandy.
I am also.
Okay, Eddie, thanks very much for joining us, and that's the story then. Canada coming up with an 8-3 victory with 5 goals in the final 10 minutes of the hockey game. Don't forget, Saturday night from Winnipeg, it'll be Canada versus Czechoslovakia. Canada on top, 2-0 right now. On behalf of Bernie Pascal, Tom Watt, and Eddie Westfall and our whole CTV crew here in Edmonton, this is Ron Rouge saying so long from the Northlands Coliseum in Edmonton.
Canada Cup 81. Canada Cup 81 is brought to you in part by Planters, who also bring you the finest, freshest tasting nuts you can buy. By Canadian National, in business for Canada. By Super Lotto, the lottery that can make you a millionaire. And Provincial, 5 chances at $500,000. And by the best on ice from Labatt's, brewers in Canada since 1828.
This is the CTV.
Well, since